All right, y'all. Hi. This is my shelf tour that I've mentioned and talked about. So that means we've gotten our treasure albums. And yes, so at the beginning of this year, I looked at my shelves and decided to really switch things up. So I took more albums off the shelf. I took a few groups that you usually see on my shelves off the shelves that I'm no longer collecting. And so I'm no longer collecting New East and Pentagon, but I did buy New East's last album, the Needle and Bubble best hits, because I want to close them off on a sad but high note. And now let's just move on to everything that is on the shelves. So it's pretty crazy because groups that used to have to share shelves due to lack of space now are designated to their own shelves, which is wild. So here's the top shelf of my brown wooden bookcase. So at the very top, this ain't no room tour, so you're not going to see a bunch of the room. Okay? But we have my Stray Kids and Twice light stick along with some other decorations from whatever. And here is the first shelf, the top shelf. So we have my two EXO light sticks, version 1 and version 2. Then we have the Dear Happiness photo book. We have a few in my Jin Young photo book. I took majority of the huge EXO photo books that I had and put them in storage. They just took up too much space, and I'll put those on a shelf in the future. Then we have my IU collection. I'm not going to go into detail on every single album. We'll be here forever. But if you have any questions on what an album is, feel free to comment. So then we have my two little collect books right there, just chilling. And we have that cute little Tata keychain. And then we have an Astro light stick just trying to hold up girls, literally. There's my Our Beloved Summer OST. I took all my OSTs and put them in storage, and I'll just continue to do as such in the future. But I do buy OSTs for dramas that I really love. And then this is my girl group section right here. It's random girl groups. So we have an aespa Savage album. We have my 3 Billy albums. We have Yuju's Wreck album. Itzy's Crazy in Love. We have some Signature. There's a Purple Kiss. There's IVE. And then this is my Red Velvet collection, all just stacked up. That's how they usually are on my shelf. And then at the very top is aespa's Jewel Case. And then I put my 2 Funko Pops that are I don't know, because it's girl group, so it was like female power maybe. So we have my Jackie O. Grainy face on the laptop, editing Alex here. I said Jackie O, and it's Jackie Kennedy. I mean, yes, she did marry later on in life, remarry after John F. Kennedy, and it was a last name with the O. It wasn't like Onassis or something. So technically Jackie O, but I really meant to say Jackie Kennedy. I don't know. I said Jackie O, and now that I think about it, I think I was talking about that for the rapper Jackie O, but it's Jackie Kennedy, the first lady. Okay, that was like a major historic blunder on my part, but she is Jackie O. But Jackie Kennedy, man, Jacqueline Kennedy. And my Sailor Mars, just because. Then moving on to this shelf, it's the boy groups. It's random. Scooted in, baby. Yeah, she's a little random. So we just have my 2 It Funko Pops, George and Bill. I don't know. I didn't know where to put them. That's why they're here. The other Funko Pops that I'm going to show you on the next few shelves, they are there for a reason. I'll explain. So we have my CIX albums right over there. And then we have my AB6 albums, the boxes and those ones. And there's a Tempest album mixed in between. I just had to lay it there because I didn't know where to put it. There's my Tempest albums. There is the Bam Bam album, that pink one. There's a Pew and Harmony. So pretty much how I did things was anything bought in 2021 and below that I don't collect for, I put in a storage box, and everything that I bought this year will somehow find a way on its shelf. Somehow, some way. Then we have my Hopi Pola and Ha Hyun Sung albums. Gosh, can we have a Hopi Pola come back this year, please? I really hope so. Then we have my 3 Lucy albums. Fantastic, right? Yes. And then instead of going across, we're just gonna go down for now. downtown. So this is my girl groups that I'm collecting other than Twice shelf. And it's my weekly albums and my Stacy albums, and then they wouldn't stand up on their own, so I just put my Waiting for Spring manga. The volumes that I have finished, the other ones that I haven't finished are sitting in a pile of stuff to read. But I have all the volumes. And that Love Potion from Harry Potter World, and then my weekly collect book, and the Song Kong Seasons Greetings box, because I don't know where to put that yet. So that's that shelf. And then we have to raise her back up. Come on now. Beautiful. So scooting over, we have my Enhypen shelf. So Enhypen has always been like a little spooky, a little magical. So I put my Hocus Pocus. Oh my gosh. She's my favorite character, but I always forget her name. Out of the three sisters. Sarah Sanderson, I think. And we have my Wednesday Addams. And all of my Enhypen albums. So Enhypen has their own shelf because I actively collect their albums. And then below that, continuing on with the magic, we have my Tomorrow by Together shelf. And I really like how this one turned out. So we have all the albums. And on display is one of the mini-sode 1 Blue Hour albums. I got Subin's postcard and I just stuck it in the front like a little member cover. And we have a Will the Wise from the Stranger Things Funko Pop. It just fit the concept. TXT always gives me like magic vibes. So there's that. And then that is my Liquid Luck candy from the Harry Potter world. I like the gold color of the disgustingly sweet syrup that it's a candy. You're supposed to drink it like in the Harry Potter movies, but I tasted it and it was terrible. Just like the Love Potion, it was candy. It was bought at the sweets shop in Harry Potter World in Universal Orlando, and I tried both of them. Hated the taste of both of them. I like sweet things, but that was like way too much. But I loved the gold color, and I just kept it as is. I opened it once to take a tiny taste, and it was disgusting, and I just left it. I love it, though. It's really cute. And yeah, so moving down to the last shelf of K-pop albums. On this bookshelf, we have my Twice collection. There's still a few albums that I have to buy to complete my all the versions, but we are pretty close to being done. This Twice shelf has like exploded. There's just like so much. I know that I'm not gonna be able to keep Twice in one shelf forever because it's already overflowed, but I displayed my Twice Coaster Lane 1 albums, and because I just think the concept was very cute, and I displayed my Signal albums because Signal is still my favorite mini album from Twice. It's really good. I think my second favorite mini album from Twice, though, would have to be the Yes or Yes. Spicy opinions? Maybe. And if you want to see this really quickly, here's my manga. Just the boys, the gays, more of the gays mixed with a few of the straights, and then all the straights. So let's move on to the next two shelves. We are in a different portion of my room to show off the little cubicle that houses The Boys album. So we have all of the albums that I have for The Boys right there. Fantastic, fabulous. And then below that are my photo card binders. Let's move on. So these are my two black adjacent bookshelves that I got from my dad. I don't remember where they bought them from, sorry. But we have my treasure albums up top. Love the colors. And then we have my small little Naniwa Denshi single for their first album, Ubu Love. And we have my We I albums featuring the X1 member standees. I got hooked on this group, J-pop, because I watched My Love Mix-Up. And yeah, We I albums over here. Super excited for their new line. It comes out on Wednesday. Fantastic. Fabulous. Let's move down. So this shelf is kind of like a work in progress. Ooh, sorry. Because it's like, don't really know what I want. So here we have it's like split NCT 127. Then we have some numerous jewel cases of Universe. The rest are literally stacked behind there. There's 12 in total, I think. Or there's 11 in total. 12 or 11. One of the two. It's pretty wild. And then we have my NCT Dream section. The glare from the window is beautiful. So, Hot Sauce Era and my Hello Future Kino, one of them. And my gem and photo card binders there. So that is this shelf. NCT is just... There's so much for NCT. It's crazy. And I don't even have all the wavy albums yet. But here's what we do have. So this is the NCT main shelf with the bulk of their albums. Starting from like the tall ones, like the Regulates, the funky versions of Sticker and Neozone, some Hello Future, the little stupid paper bag SM Town Winter Change, and then it just continues to go. And there's a stack of like NCT 2020 and 2021 and some NCT Dream and 127, and then the rest of the albums are right there in my NCT light stick, which I hope I can use to go to a concert, because I'm at this point with my NCT journey where I really love them and I would do crazy amounts of money to see them in concert in California. Okay, fabulous. So there's NCT. NCT, my new olds group. Frick it. Let's just admit what it is. Call a spade a frickin' spade. I don't want to say I'm done ulting EXO, because I'm not, but they are very, like, they don't release a lot right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm chilling with the EXO, but I still have my 17 and my Astro Life, my two other ults. And pretty much at this point, with how much I love NCT, they're a freaking ult. Stop lying to yourself, damn it. They're an ult group, so there we go. Ult group galore, the newest improvement of my life. NCT, fabulous. Let's move down before I go off on a tirade. So this is my Stray Kids shelf, and it is color-coded to be very gay and very rainbow. So there's all my Stray Kids albums, every single one of them, all versions, fabulous, yes. And then down on the last shelf of this, we have my Ateez albums. Ateez albums take up a lot of space. There's a lot of them, and I kind of love that they're all like the same size. And then when you like stack up the square boxes, they're almost the same size as the ones that they've been giving us. So fab. Moving on. Hello, EXO, my good friend. So, move these piano chords. I have a keyboard, okay? Okay, so here we are with the EX to the O. Sorry, trying to figure out how to show you guys. This is my solos for the most part, and my Don't Fight the Feelings, because they wouldn't fit all. I don't know what's going on. Okay, I lied. Maybe they do fit. Anyways, this is my EXO solos. So we have everything except for Chen's first mini album, which, you know, one day we'll buy that, but today is not that day. Okay, and then we have my little jewel case digipacks. And then we have the group albums, for the most part, for the EX to the O's. So, lovely, 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 lovely. And it looks like it's completed. It's not, I need a Chinese version of Sing For You and a Chinese version of the non-repack XOXO album. And that's it. I stopped buying the Chinese versions after Lotto. And, yeah, because I bought them because there was Chinese members still included. Lay was still included, but Lay is no longer like doing things with EXO, so you know, I don't need to do that anymore, but it is what it is. Memories of life. Next up, the Colorful Explosion. That is the Astro shelf. And so here we go. We have all of my lovely Astro albums in just an order that keeps everything standing upright. So we have the subunit for Moonbin and Sonar. And then we have some Gateway Drug to Astro. And then we have all of their other albums. There's Jinjin and Rocky's little interestingly packaged subunit album. Thankfully for the second mini album of Moonbin and Sana, it's not going to be that package. I don't really like that packaging. And then we have the rest of my albums. Lovely. And then we have my all group signed All Yours from the M Waves. That's my third all group signed Astro album. The first two were Spring Up and Summer Vibes. Love Astro. Love them to pieces. They are fab. Moving up a shelf. The last two shelves dedicated to 17, period. So this shelf is an overflow. So this is the growth, and this is the shelf that is going to allow me the most room to expand 17 when they eventually make their comeback and I buy 50,000 copies like I did with all the other ones. So we have my Ateez albums, the Japanese jewel cases, some of the carat versions of their Japanese albums. There's my semicolons, my The 8 signed Hangare album from the M Waves. We have my light stick, the carat versions of Ateez, the Japanese album Power of Love. I bought this like jewel case set from CD Japan through the proxy, and it came with all 13 members. I displayed Joshua and Wanwoo because I thought their covers were the prettiest. I was going to display Joshua's no matter what. Wanwoo was just the second prettiest though. Beauty contest. Here's the last shelf, the main majority of my 17 life. So we have an ode to you DVD concert experience, because San Jose concert people at the sports arena are assholes. Come on now. We just want to record for memories, not for sale, okay? And it's a dinky iPhone. What am I really going to do? And it's just like in whatever order fits. This is all my Hangare albums. It's a hot mess. Just everything. Everything. I don't want to tell you all the album names, but every single 17 album that there is to be had is had on this shelf, okay? Lovely, right? And then there's my BTS Funko Pops and my 101 huge things, my Wonho fan club kit, 101 light stick. What is that thing back there? X1 fan club, I think. Day 6 light wristband. So that's all of the beautiful things. So shelves are popping off. Shelves are trying to be a little more cute for the girls, but we still have a long way to go. But we're doing things. I really am enjoying what I have on display. Boys run my life, and girls have a small portion of my heart, but for the majority, 6, 8, 2/3, same thing. No, don't math. I know math. Stop. Don't even try to clown me. I know that's not the same thing. Okay, sorry. 3/4. Oh, you stupid. 3/4 of my heart belong to the boys, and then everything else belongs to the girls. Okay, yeah. So thank you for watching this shelf tour video, and I will see you later. Thank you. Bye.
Baby, tell me what you want, whatever you want.